Hey, my name is PolishLynx, this is Lucid9, and well, basically after... Now I realize that choice might not have been the best choice if I actually want the ending that I was talking about, so Ruri. And well, let's continue with this story, because that's the point of this, okay? As I speak with director, there are a lot of numbers, papers and lefty terms that I don't completely understand, but from the sounds of it, I've acquired a decent amount of money despite my screw-ups. By the time I return to the set, Misaki's already disappeared. The only people left are around half the crew, who are currently occupied with tearing down the set. Yeah, okay. Let's answer it. Hello? Yo dude, where are you at? Why? We're all here at GFC, you getting any of our messages? Messages? I briefly checked my phone. Are you serious? 100 messages? Oh, should we have sent more? Never mind, I'm on my way. See ya! I cut the call and exited to the rooftop, heading straight to GFC. This guy needs to learn some text etiquette. Yeah, a bit. After a couple of minutes of uneventful walking, I reach the familiar ambience of the local General Fried Chicken. Yaka cheerily waves me over, brandishing a formidable drumstick in his hand. I settle next to him, keeping my eyes off of Rui for some reason. Did I earlier call her Ruri instead of Rui? I don't know why, just looking at her brings back a flood of negative emotions. Good of you to join us, minion. What took you so long? My insides burn with anger, but I keep my gaze on the table, taking a moment to steady my voice before I answer. I was busy. Where are you running? Are you getting back into track? No thanks. I know, you were practicing from my lessons, weren't you? Sly move, my good minion. Did you woo any ladies? I guess. I don't miss the flash of pain that crosses Rui's eyes. I am stricken with a twinge of guilt, but I shove it away. Wait, really? Damn, our boy growing up! I do not, she hasn't responded yet. The lie passes smoothly from my lips. I grab a piece of chicken to quell the nausea in my stomach as Rui quickly straightens, absently playing with her hair. That probably means that she's into... Figures, I have no clue who'd be interested in Yama. I tighten my grip on the table with my free hand, fighting to stay calm. Babe, there's no reason for a girl to wait if she's interested, right? Right. If she liked me, she would have told me right away. Exactly. Damn, I'm a jerk. I angrily tear into the chicken, biting with such force that my jaw aches. Yahiko stares between me and Rui, concern lining his brow. Are you okay? I'm fine. It kind of feels like you two got invited. We haven't. She says this hesitantly. I know that she herself doesn't know why my mood is so terrible. Honestly, I have no one to blame but myself. I thought that I had given myself enough time to calm down from the forest episode, but apparently it wasn't enough. And now I'm taking it out on the only 3 people in the world I can call my friends. Dude, we can't help if you don't know what's wrong. I almost jump at how serious his voice is. I know I brought a terrible mood into the place. I need to shake it up. The time at the forest is completely over. My only task for the rest of the day is having fun with my friends, and fun doesn't come with a sore attitude. Sorry, I had a pretty creepy story this morning, so I'm a bit on the edge. That's pretty much the whole story when I boil it down. It sounds pretty pathetic. A creepy story. She shoots me a concerned glance, which I honestly deserve. I'm not exactly known for being gullible or superstitious, after all. I shake my head at her, which Masato seems to take as guilt. Don't worry about man, we all got our off days. Thanks. Oh, if we're talking about creepy stories, I have a great one to tell. It's an urban legend that's been around the Academy for forever. It's called The Vanishing Janitor. What kind of damn name is that? Well, you know how we don't have after-school cleanup, right? Yeah, because this school costs an arm and a leg to attend, especially without scholarships. Everyone knows that we have a janitor. We see him collecting garbage, bagging it up, and stacking it in the cart. Wait a minute, didn't I have to remind Yahiko that we had a janitor? Guess his observation skills have finally leveled up. But have you noticed that the janitor never actually walks out the gate? Well, of course not, it's a visual eyesore that would be damaging to the school's image. Then good meaning my question to you is, where does that trash go? Now that he mentions it, it is pretty odd. Oh, I see what you're saying. The dumpster is outside of the school by the street, near the back of the campus. And the front gate is allegedly the only way to enter or exit the school. It's why the academy is considered to be safe. So safe. But the janitor don't take the junk off the gate, which he'd have to in order to reach the dumpster. And that is our predicament. Interesting, very interesting. I wonder what the explanation could be. Of course, I have my own theory. Which is? The janitor actually has the ability to travel to another dimension. He takes all of our trash to the land of missing socks. That makes sense. You know how you do a closed cycle of laundry with a certain number of pairs or socks, but you always come out with one extra sock. It's because one of them spun so fast that it vanished to this other dimension. There are little wormholes here and there too, like under the bed or couch, and behind the laundry machine. It's why they spontaneously disappear, only to reappear again. So that's where the janitor takes the trash, the same dimension where there are missing socks. That is simultaneously the most brilliant and most stupid idea I've ever heard from you. I agree with that. You lost me a dimension, man. Your plebeian mind simply can't comprehend my sheer intellect. It's true, alright, but not in the sense you're thinking. Well, I'm not now that Yahiko's finished with his conspiracy theory. What do you guys wanna do for the rest of the day? It's not a conspiracy theory, it's fact. How about we head into town? Town, you mean District 8? Yeah, ain't that where all the lively stuff happens? It's the most affluent district in Isamu, so there is definitely a lot of flourishing commerce and technology, but usually every recreational activity comes with a heavy price tag. I guess, yeah, thinking of anything in particular? To know if something catches our interest, we should check it out. A normal day of just sitting back. It does feel like it's been a while since we hung out together. Even going to the amusement park yesterday was in some ways more tiring than relaxing. I'm down. Sounds like fun! We finish up the chicken and head to the subway. Haven't been here yet. It's less crowded than usual, probably because today is technically a weekend. Like all other Isamu subways, the platform is immaculate. There is no sign of dust, much less than a scrap of trash. Quality public transportation seems to be a big boasting point of the city. Must be nice. There is hardly a whisper of sound as the doors seamlessly slide open or as the subs barrel down the rails, solidifying the care crafted in the station. We board the next train to District 8, an affluent street with skyscrapers that seem to faint in the clouds. It's packed at this time of day, sidewalks full of rich housewives and groups of teens on shopping trips. The bright lights of the store displays shine with deceptive welcome, as if the workers care about something other than the wallet size of their customers. Just down the street I notice a familiar mop of red hair in front of a large gaming store. Oh, isn't it Irie? I peer over the crowd of heads to the other side of the street. Yep, it's definitely Irie, staring emptily through the glass display without a care in the world. Oh yeah, the little one! Maybe we should invite her to hang out with us. Are you kidding? Her? Oh, calm down, what could she possibly do to you? Well, clearly there's something wrong with her. She didn't fall for my irresistible charm. No one did. But it gets even better. I did a little digging, and turns out that anyone who talks to her mysteriously goes missing the next day. Really? Oh, give me a break. Yama and I talked to her 2 days ago and we're still around. Give it time. This is ridiculous. Yama, we should invite her, right? No, I can't say no, okay? Yes, sure. What? How could you betray me like this? Thanks, okay, go get her. Me. Who else? I'm about to protest, but Rui shows me in the street the moment the light turns green. Hey! Go! The sight I plod across the street, waving my way through the crowd until I've reached the gaming store. At a close glance I realize that Irie isn't blankly looking at the store. She's smiling. Purely, lightly, with a genuine spark to her eyes. I almost feel like I'm interrupting something important. Hi? Ai returns to me, her expression open and curious. Hey? Fancy meeting you here, at this place. In a public street, in front of a game store, on the weekend. It's not very unusual, is it? Again, no response. It'd be easier to get reaction out of a brick wall. So, what kind of game are you interested in? Kirby? Pullman? Ari only smiles and points to a far corner of the store. A twisted poster of terrifyingly grotesque zombies rise from the folk of the special Left Alive display. Wait, what? Left Alive? Yes. I rack my brain as to why a cute, frail girl would be interested in such a horrific game. Because why not? You like Left Alive. You can save creatures from all their miserable lives. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be interpreted like this. So, do you like Summon Legends, Nimbus, those kind of shooters? No. What other games do you like? Fugue? Wait, the survival horror game that gave Yahiko nightmares for 2 months? You mean Fugue, Fall of Shadows? Yes. Do you like the adrenaline rush? I don't play it for fun. Then why do you play it? It's educational. I have a bad feeling about this. How is it educational? It shows me how I would never want to die. Something about the way she says that is terribly ominous, almost like a girl who's planning her funeral before her wedding. I see. We fall into a short silence as my mind runs blank. I don't even remember what I was supposed to be doing. What games do you like? What games do you like? Me? Anything with a good story, I guess. Visual novels? Kind of. Sure. What kind? All of them. Almost all of them, okay? Yaoi is out of the question. No. Sorry. Ottoman also not so much. Well, basically, not at all. Only if there is a Yuri option, then okay. From what I've played, Unright, I guess, Destiny, Departure Down was long, but good, and Kanpeki Shonen, I guess. Great way to sound certain. Ari's gaze drifts off into the distance. I can't tell if she's thoughtful or bored. Maybe talking about visual novels bored her. What was supposed to be talking about again? Gosh, you take forever! Rui pops up next to me, almost as if out of nowhere. So did you. Me? Crossing the street. I was giving you time to invite her, you did? Eh? Alright, hanging out with us. You wanna join us? We're gonna do something fun, probably, maybe. Oh, that sounded really creepy. What? We don't actually know what we're doing. Well, how about this? He points to an advertisement in the corner of the shop display. Café de la Pax, Karaoke, now open for business. Interesting. I remember the Café de la Pax has another branch in this district, but I never expected it to be open. For karaoke. Karaoke sounds fun. Nothing like belching your lungs out after a day of running. My ideas are always best. Ari, want to come with us? Please, it'd be more fun if I wasn't the only girl. Yeah, it'd be nice to have an actual girl around. Yeah, it would. Jan tries to do the best he can, but he just doesn't cut it. This seems to even amuse Ari, whose mouth tweaks upward in the barest face simile of a smile. Okay, however, I see her eyes narrow at still processing my question. Karaoke? Yeah, just some friendly competition to show off our voices. Not that you have much competition in the ladies division. Ah, Yama, don't beat yourself up, your voice isn't that bad. Did I seriously walk into the joke twice? I'm losing my edge. However, it elicits its intended effect. Ari finally shares her gaze with us again and her smile returns. Very well. Really? Great! Yes! Okay. Well, she eagerly pulls with Ari along as Masato bolts down the street with renewed vigor. I notice that Yahiko follows at a cautious distance, uncertainty in his eyes. He should mention that... yeah, I think we should mention that she is capable of playing the game and he isn't, really. Okay, entering the cafe brings a sharp sense of déjà vu, with the notable exception that there is no uptight British cashier at the counter. When we inquire into karaoke, we are shown to a small yet comfortable backroom with clean wooden panels and velvet carpeting. It feels less like a cheap room for belting discordant tunes and more like a miniature stage at a theater. Okay, clock's ticking, so I ain't spending much time explaining. We'll choose one song except the judge. Who's the judge? I volunteer. What? Hell no! Yeah, you're not getting away that easily. And I ain't singing without my rival too. Rival! Better pick my words carefully, or I had to actually sing. We are rivaling. Your skill as a contestant versus my skill as a judge. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Are you serious? I want to hear him fail! Look, we gotta get this competition underway, so I'm moving on. Yama's the judge. We'll sing a song. That seems simple enough. But wait, there's a catch. You gotta sing the song that the person on your right chooses. This means that Masato would choose a song for Ari, Ari for Yahiko, Yahiko for Rui, and Rui for Masato. Oh boy, this matchup is going to yield some interesting results. Okay, time to choose. Masato paces around a small tablet, and each person takes their time selecting a song. I wonder what they're going to choose. Knowing Yahiko and Masato, I'm sure they'll pick something weird, but what about Ari and Rui? Fine, they all seem satisfied with their choices and settle onto the couch. I clear my throat, dramatically tapping a finger against my armrest. So, who's first? No response. I guess I go. Brave soul. She walks up to the miniature stage where the microphone is set up. You better not have chosen something weird, Yahiko. Don't worry, I choose the opening with my favorite anime. Wait, wasn't his favorite anime Super Hard Magical Girl Lyrical Chan? Rui pales as I struggle to hold back my laughter. Same here. Good luck, Rui. By which I mean this will be hilarious. This song is called Lovey Dovey Magical Heartbreaking. She must regret going first. Rui timidly touches the screen to start the song. An energetic bouncy tune begins to play, accompanied by Yahiko enthusiastically popping his head. Love is friendship, love is magic, love is... Oh god, her high-pitched voice combined with off-key vocals pound my eardrums mercilessly. Love is everything, sugar and spice and everything dies. I love you forever and the day forever and the month. Alright, I love you forever and the year. Okay, she counts into a little ball on the stage as the song finally comes to a close. Is it over? Is it? Yeah, it's over, I'm free. We manage to clap poetry as Rui descends from the stage, her knuckles white from gripping the microphone. So, how was it? I have to choose my words wisely here. It was colorful, yeah, it had personality, a depth, and original performance. Original in more ways than one. Thankfully, the others nod with me in agreement. Rui smiles at my vague compliment. Thanks guys, Masato, are you going next? Yep, play it on me, Rui. What did you choose? I know, I picked a random song. I wonder how this will turn out. My song is called... He immediately expels a stream of vulgar words into the atmosphere. I didn't even know so many inappropriate terms could fit into one song title. I take a quick peek outside to make sure there aren't any little kids around. Okay guys, you ready? No, I'm not. Here we go! I've never heard so many expletives sung in rapid succession like that in my entire life. The look on Rui's face makes it seem like she's been scared. Even Ari's eyes widened throughout the performance. Thankfully, the song is even shorter than Lovey Dovey Magical Heart Prism. Our misery is short-lived. That was awesome! Thanks man, what do you guys think? He looks expanding around the room, but Rui and I fix our cases on the floor. I should have picked a song at random. An awkward silence pervades the room. I guess it's my turn. She walks to the microphone with a dispassionate expression. She doesn't seem to be even slightly embarrassed, which I find surprising. You should be honored, this is a good song. Oh, please don't let this one be as bad as the last. I give the screen a brief glance, but shows no reaction at the title she sees. She only picks up the microphone and immediately starts the song. A rather lively ensemble of drums, bass, and guitars play, characteristic of rock and roll, or grieves the microphone with the charisma of professional. She taps her right foot to the beat of the drums, and when the lyrics pop up on the screen she puts her lips close to the microphone. You are from Mars, and I'm from Earth, and you were birthed, a hero's birth. What the... am I hallucinating? Is this beautiful voice really Ari's? Whereas I just born as little old me, in a small town, normal as could be. I can sing, okay? Whoa, she's actually great. No better than great, she's amazing. You are hot and I am cold, and neither of us thought we were told. I can feel the powerful emotion coming from her angelic voice. It's like she was the original singer. But don't you see that this could be a sign? Her dance movements are perfectly synchronized with the lyrics. I feel as though I am attending an actual concert. That we were meant to be! I can feel the joy emanating from Ari as she sings. Her face is lively and filled with energy, a stark contrast to her normal, expressionless face. That we are totally complementary! Yeah, the song completes its last beat and Ari, panting heavily, places the microphone back on the stand. She wipes the beds of sweat from her forehead. She then immediately regains her usual poker face, as if what had just happened was merely a dream, and approaches us, awaiting our judgment. How did I do? How did you do? That was the best singing by far. Her performance was probably on the same level as a professional singer. Your singing is wonderful. You should do an encore. Hell yeah, it was right good. I guess it was alright. I mean, at least it was better than Roy's singing. Heh, he's starstruck. It was great, Ari. You have amazing voice. I didn't know you liked those types of songs. She gave a slight nonchalant shrug at my words. I don't. They are too easy. Whoa, she thought that song was too easy. Now I'm curious as to how she would have sounded if Masato had picked a more difficult song. Well, now it's my turn. Let's see what song to choose. In a similar fashion to the rest of the group, he hops up on the stage and looks down at the screen. I choose one of my favorites, Death by Devils. That doesn't sound too friendly. I picked it randomly. Not another random selection. I'm worried about this one. Okay guys, give me a sec to warm up. This song's a doozy. He clears out his throat multiple times before grabbing the microphone and starting the song. Sorry for that. A blast of heavy metal bars from the speakers. I caught my ears from the sudden spiked volume. A Hugo must have increased the volume. Yeah! Oh my god, what is this? His scream almost knocks me backwards. The others are just as dumbstruck as I am. The devil sends his demons at me. I got no choice but to fight for my survival. I can barely hear the lyrics he's shouting out. It's more like he's screaming in tune than actually singing. It's actually not bad, just strange. Come on, get it up, round it out, yeah! He stomps on the stage, hands sweeping up and down in an imagery and guitar riff. Falling into darkness, the wrath of terror pass, singing over my head and clawing at my nerves, then I can't sing metal at all. He powerfully leaps up, landing with a finishing resonant chord. I can feel my heartbeat slowly turning to normal. So, how was I? Honestly, it was a lot better than what I was expecting. It was definitely different, but not in a bad way. I ain't ever heard someone sing like that before. Man, how do you scream like that for the whole song? Nothing to it, you just pick up the microphone and scream as loud as you can. And when you feel like your throat's about to fall off, you keep on screaming. Masato stares blankly at Hiko, as though he just asked the dumbest question to the dumbest boy in the world, which he did. Well, I guess it's time for me to pick the winner. In my opinion, Ari won by the landslide. Now all I have to do is... Hold on a second. I forgot to mention that the winner has to sing a duet with Yama. Wait a minute! Great idea, Masato! Dang it, really, she knows that I don't like to sing in front of the people. She's just trying to rub it in. Maybe if I stall for some time. Come on, hurry up and pick someone! If I can't escape the situation, then I'll just have to pick the least deadly poison. Echo will most likely pick another screamo song. In that case, all I'd have to do is scream in tune for a couple of minutes. Or I can choose Ari. She sings so well that it would easily overshadow my horrible singing. The problem is, if I pick Ari, that would convey some weird messages. I tried to send her a subtle apologetic look as I turned to Yahiko. Well, Yahiko, you ready to belt out another one? Of course I am. Excellent choice, my good minion. I'm clearly the best singer here. After Ari's performance, I'm not sure I can agree, but he's certainly not incompetent, that's for sure. Rui and Passato, on the other hand, seemed to disapprove of my decision. They're staring at me like I had just made a terrible mistake. I want to make a choice. Come on, here is this really nice slow and one called The Rainy of 20 Years. I'd have done it earlier, but it's a duet. Wait, a slow song? Yeah, it's a slow, powerful ballad. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Oh crap, if I'd known this would have happened, I would have picked Ari. I can sing slow songs. Nevertheless, Yahiko starts the song, which is held by an elegant piano intro. Oh, the campfires are glowing, the cloud brewing the sky. I set my pen to paper, thinking of you tonight, okay? He nods at me eagerly. I feel sick. Don't you see that we'd be perfect, cause darling, you're divine? I can't continue. Well, Ari looks passive as ever, and Rui seems to even dare. I said, enjoy me singing. Masato is doubled over in laughter. I quickly plop the microphone back onto its stand. Hey, what are you doing? I'm morally opposed to singing this song. Why? You're not that atrocious. Gee, thanks, Rui. But we just reached the best part. And with one large breath, fellow bellows in a vibrating warble. The rain of 20 years falls to the earth in tears. We instantly clamp our hands over our ears. Not to self, screaming is not the same thing as singing. I stand on the hill, my arms extended. Maybe make it stop. Somebody make it stop. Heck, even Ari is wheezing in pain, and that's saying something. Oh, the Matans, they sing their songs. Someone yanks the cable on the karaoke machine and the music abruptly cuts off. I send my prayers to the heavens. Hey, I was almost at the bridge. The cable dangles from Ari's fingers. It's getting late. Yeah, he quickly deflates at his lost opportunity to belt, but I quickly grasp this chance to end our misery once and for all. We'd better head out before we get into trouble. I hurriedly ushered the group out of the room and returned the key to the counter. Then again, despite all the terrible singing I've heard, the experience has been pretty fun. Damn it. When we reconvene at the main street, everyone seems pleased, but worn out. Whew, that was an afternoon well spent. Now that's a good way to end the weekend! So, we had any milk? Yep. Actually, I've got some errands to run around here. We'll join you. No, I'll be just fine. It's, for women's things. Yeah, Hiko instantly pays, but Macedonia nods in understanding. I, on the other hand, raise a curious eyebrow at Rui. She has never, ever used that kind of excuse in the 10 years I've known her. She notices my question and only shakes her head with an odd little smile. See you guys later! She dodges into the nearest store, disappearing among the crowd. It's almost my curfew. I'll head back with you, minion. What are you gonna do? Me? Actually, I don't have anything planned for the rest of the evening. Maybe I should visit Mr. Ryota's office and say hi. I dropped by to school. You got it. Goodbye. We part ways and take the subway back to the academy. As Passato and Yahiko entered their dorm, I head to Ryota's office. Mr. Ryota seems surprised at my unannounced drop-in, but not displeased. He ushers me into his office with a faint smile. Interesting, didn't think I'd see you. Do you have an appointment soon? Who, me? I'm pretty much a free bird after I verify curfew. Why do you get paid then? Again? Hey, you really don't know how difficult my job is. I have to sit here and wait for kids to scan themselves in the building and report the ones who don't by curfew time. Doesn't necessarily set oneself up for popularity. No, I imagine it doesn't. So, looking to disappearances, are you? I'm surprised at his acute observation, but I really shouldn't be. Mr. Ryota has proven that he's intelligent, even if his attitude needs a little work. I noticed that the detective was with you yesterday, you know, on the roof. Does that mean you're gonna stop me? If the school has something to hide, then Mr. Ryota would be the one tasked to stop me. Now why would I do that? What? Look, there's a lot of security around the school. Lots of regulations, privacy contracts, anything you can think of and beyond. As faculty can share any personal information on the students or get in massive trouble. But there is some stuff that you really need to know. People's lives are on the line. Lives? Lives, sorry. Don't talk down on me. You must have figured out by now that these are murders. I had a hunch, but when he says it so flatly, I lose my breath. 3 students who had once lived normal lives full of homework and social drama and extracurricular activities were now gone. The reality of it seems very cold and bleak. So, what are you saying? Doesn't it really bother you, kid? Murders are happening, but no one's telling the public. They are just mysterious disappearances. They are blamed on a bunch of trees. Well, it does suck, but the government has always hidden all kinds of things from the public. You're saying that you're okay with that? What if the next appearance is me, or Masato, or Rui? I can ask for that. Just this morning, I was stricken senseless at the mere thought that Rui was the next appearance. I had even boarded a bus and gone all the way to the Isamu forest. I had completely lost all rational thought. You're right, but what are you saying? All I'm getting is that I need to know stuff that you can't tell me. I'm not allowed to tell you. That doesn't mean I can't. I like this guy. Do you get what I'm saying? It means that he wants to save people, but he could lose his livelihood. Sharing confidential information won't just result in a pink slip. He could be blacklisted from every future job. He's trusting all that on me. The world's most serious NDA. Will you sign it? I appear to have this trend of making dangerous agreements recently, so sure. Mr. Yota's shoulders dropped just slightly, relaxed of a tension that I hadn't sensed. Oh, of course, all the burden is on him. If I break my promise, he will be the one to pay. Or if someone ever hears, he will be the one to pay. I'd better take him seriously. So, what do I need to know? There's a weird trend in the victims that I thought you should know. I'm guessing there's a reason why you're not informing the police? You got me. What exactly does that mean? The police are our best of catching the stealer. What could I do compared to them? And what is this weird thing? Give me a moment. He reaches into his drawer for his faculty tablet. Tablet. Goddamn, why do I keep messing up the words? I don't know. Never mind. Tapping rapidly on its surface. A moment of waiting passes before he gracelessly bangs it on the table. I hate computers. But we'd all be dead without them. He continues on. The distant look in his eyes clearly shows that he's thinking of a fonder time. You know what was great? My desktop IP here. Man, that was the best. Stable, awesome, and a killer wheel of the fun. You guys don't know how satisfying it is to hear your computer work to keep itself cool. That's kind of weird. No casual user has desktops anymore. And icon phones. Man, phones these days break if you breathe on them wrong. Icon phones, they could probably survive a nuclear blast. Yeah, that's true. And there we go, finally working. He punches rapidly at the tablet screen, then apparently satisfied settled back into his chair. What an old man. Let me browse through for a quick refresher. As his eyes rove over the screen, his mouth settles in a thin, disturbed line. Right, you know how the entry student application to the academy requires a psychological analysis by the qualified physician, yes? Yeah, another security measure, isn't it? Let me read this and see what you think. Midori Mano, the first disappearance, chronic social anxiety, suspected autism. She was an artist, holed up a lot in her room, but she made the most beautiful paintings. Toma Hayashi, the second disappearance, always out on the party scene, kind of screw-up kid, to be honest. He was always causing trouble to get some attention, had to slap him on the wrist a few times for marmalade. He was practically Michelangelo when it came to drawing the lower half of my body. Thanks, I didn't need to know that. Akane Tsukino's the third victim, she's a really sad story, had a lot of potential. That name still sounds familiar. Akane Tsukino. She was the vice president of the student council and the star of the badminton club. She just accepted a special internship at Lemisant, too. That sounds like a lot for one person to handle. It was her family put a lot of expectations on her shoulders. She was their key to a better life, you know? A breeding ground for depression, if you ask me. Scholarship winner. And she had a boyfriend, how's that? Crazy. I paused at that. Something is disrespectful about questioning the sanity of the dead. So those are the 3 victims. Seems like they had some concerning psychological problems. I mean, they're all perfectly acceptable levels of mental illness, but there is not a single average report. In fact, most of the conditions sounded pretty serious. Serious and confidential. I can see why Mr. Ryota was reluctant to tell me, but this pattern really could be the key to unlocking the mystery. Thanks for telling me. I'm kinda curious, kid. Why are you taking this so well? Sorry? You just found out that the 3 students at your school were murdered. That's pretty unsettling news. It is really death, a permanent condition, something that students really shouldn't have to face. My reaction was similar. Should I be hyperventilating? On the contrary, it is pretty refreshing, but also concerning. I'll admit that. Well, I won't question it tonight. It's getting pretty late. You'd better get going. It's not safe for students to be out and about anymore. Thanks for the info, Mr. Ryota. More than that, I'm thankful that he was able to trust me. I leave the school after Mr. Ryota gets a campus secret patrolman to escort me home. Seeing policemen inside campus unnerves most students, as so they are mainly kept for border patrol, making sure that no one enters or leaves the school. I've barely seen them, to be honest. They probably don't act unless something suspicious crops out on the gate sensors. Alright, the telephone, mobile phone is ringing, probably ours. Actually, let's leave this conversation for the next episode, and we'll see where this is actually going, so hope you enjoyed so far, and see you in the next one.